Hello YouTube. You're looking at the area that I suspect is leaking oil profusely out of the G388. And I have invented or concocted or whatever this. I've taken a rubber plug, put a straw in it, which I'm going to blow smoke through the straw. I did it earlier and smoke was coming out of that area, but the camera wasn't placed where I could certainly tell where it was. So let's see if I can do any better, because it is the oil vent, or where the oil comes out of, typically, normally, the way where it's supposed to, you can see it up at the top, stuck out too far, and oil gushed from behind it. So as you can tell, it's malformed a little bit because I beat on it to push it back in. That's normally how you replace them, is you push it through. Well, in this particular case, that is not going to work because I couldn't get it to go in. So maybe it was the wrong size, and they tried to make it work, or who knows. But in any case, now because I've been using it so much, it is apparent that there is another place that the oil is coming out, and I believe that these are known to crack the case around where you put the screw for the dog, or for the area where the AV, I don't know where this Chinese saw has a problem, but let's see what can happen. I have to light a cigarette. I think that's the nastiest thing in the world, but I got to do it if I want to work this out. So I'm going to go get one. So I'll take a puff, hold it in my mouth, and blow into the straw. And you watch and see if you can tell where it's coming out. God, it's nasty. Well, only you know. I'll have to stop this and review it and then come back to you. Okay. Well, the only place I saw it come out was where it's supposed to come out. I believe there's a valve in that is supposed to be in that little vent. Well, I can't remember what the correct term is for it. And apparently that is not working, and it's just in the open position, and so you know what? I mean, if I had, I'm using some pretty thick oil, so if mine was thinner, I can turn it on the side, and let's say to fill it with fuel, and there'll be at least a tablespoon. It makes such a mess, it's hard to tell whether it's 1 or 2 tablespoons or whatever, but it makes a mess. And then it gets all down, you know, all over everything. It's just the nastiest saw, period. It pumps oil good. Now, I mean, you know, the chain gets wet with oil, so there's nothing wrong with that oil pump. And I didn't see any smoke coming out of it or around it or around the screws. And I did stop up with Durco that hole. I suspected that it was coming out of there, and I just didn't care. I just filled it up, and you know, there's no reason to worry about that. And that's just so odd. So I guess if I want to fix it forever, I would have to take the saw, take it apart, bust the case, and replace that side of the case, then reassemble it. I don't think I want to do that. I'm not even sure you can buy the blue cases. And that's no worse. I mean, I know that there was an area behind, because you could literally see it seep from behind. I don't know if me banging on it to close that hole caused the vent not to work like it's supposed to. I guess the worst case scenario is it not oil the bar. But having to keep up with the oil and everywhere you set it down, it's like a baby without a diaper. I mean, you know, you would not want to have a baby around without a diaper, because it would make a mess, and this saw makes a mess every single time. I mean, it'd be great having a baby around, but I'd have a diaper on it. Now, I can't put a diaper on this thing. I've seen there's this company in Australia that makes and I've tried to buy it and I can't. They make a bag for the electric saw line, and it has they designed a tray that they use a bungee cord to keep the tray in position under the saw. Uh, you know, all of our saws leak some. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm saying this like leaks a lot. So if I could get one of those, I guess I could live with it. Because when I'm not cutting with it, I just put it in the tray. That'd be like a diaper, and it wouldn't just empty out. And I've learned to be quick about fueling it. Okay, well that was fun, and it was one of the nastiest things I've done in years is put that cigarette in my mouth. Okay, well, we learned, and we have fun with these things. Thanks for watching.